Hi, I'm Junior with Keystone RV Center. Today we got Joe from Apex here with us. Joe, while you shut down your phone, keep in mind, do not give your last name, otherwise you're going to have 65 followers. That's all we got on YouTube. No, no, guys, I really appreciate you guys subscribing. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, click the link down below and click the little bell icon so you get some notification. This is Joe from Apex. He stopped by here today. Joe, first off, how'd you get into the RV industry? How'd you wind up at Apex?
Well, I actually sold my business back in '98 and saw an ad in the paper and got the job into the RV business.
That was quick.
Yeah, that was in '98 though. But I did get out for a little while. My son couldn't deal with me traveling, so now he's 21 and he's okay with it.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Yeah. So now you guys build a pretty interesting trailer. Let's start off with, give me a quick overview of your trailer and why it's a little bit different than the other fiberglass units out there.
Well, a lot of fiberglass units use a lot of older technology, and with Apex, the one thing that we needed to do when the product came back out in 2009 is build a lightweight trailer, but still build it strong and not cheap. Apex isn't the least expensive product out there, but certainly, I mean, you've seen the insides and you've seen how it's built. Certainly the best built out there for an ultralight.
Yeah, I do have to say there are ultralight trailers that we've had in the past where we've had a lot of phone calls to the rep with quality issues. Very few do we call him on, and we usually are just trying to bust his chops a little bit, and they're like, yeah, you know, this piece of trim's loose, Joe. Like how do you let a piece of trim, they missed a staple? If that's the complaints that I got going out on a product, I'm in love with it. It really does make our life easy. Now, you guys, like a few other Coachmen products, you guys use Asdel in it. And if you guys haven't checked out their video with Steve Holland, we go into real good depth on there. But let's go ahead and give a quick overview on the Asdel.
Well, we've been using Asdel. In fact, all of Coachmen uses Asdel except for the Catalina. All the motorhomes, all the fifth wheels, all the travel trailers, again, except for the metal-sided travel trailer. Asdel is a fascinating product because it won't absorb moisture. Normal trailers, or the rest of the market, uses wood inside their sidewalls. If that wood gets wet, it will absorb the wood. It'll absorb the water and then expand, and you can have a delamination. With the Asdel product, you don't.
That's the big bubbles coming off the side of the coach. So if you ever look down a coach and it's got all the waves going through it, that's the delamination that we're talking about.
Right.
Sorry to cut you off there.
No problem. Exactly, because when you use Asdel, it won't absorb water. If there is a leak in the sidewall, the water will bead right off of it. But to me, another great aspect of the Asdel is that we don't have to treat it with formaldehyde like everybody else does.
Yes.
So without the formaldehyde and with the Asdel, you have no water absorption, you have half the weight of wood, you have a +2 R value, so your air conditioning and heating works a lot less, and it's a lot quieter in the trailer at a campsite.
I didn't know about the R value. Knew about it, didn't remember it. It's like they try to teach us everything.
Yeah, so you get an R9 in a little 193, a 3,400-pound trailer. You have an R9 sidewall R value, which is fantastic if you get into a lot of heat or some cold.
Yeah, that explains why me and Mark like doing the videos in the Apexes, because they are quieter. Actually, that starts to tie a lot of stuff in. Mark, remember the TV video we shot in that Apex? That one came out great.
Yeah. So it's a lot quieter. And again, it's a lot stronger because it can't absorb water, and you have no formaldehyde smell that you're breathing in the trailer when you're camping.
Now, there's a big debate in the industry whether pinch rolled or vacuum bond is the best way to do a sidewall, and that's how we apply everything. And maybe we'll do a video later down the line explaining how that all works. But there's two processes. What do you guys think is best?
Well, we use both. We do both processes. We actually pinch roll the Asdel to the Phylon exterior. And once that's done and becomes permanent, we vacuum bond the welded aluminum sidewalls with the block foam insulation and the interior wallboard. So we use both processes. The vacuum bonding is a process where it's a vacuum bag that the entire sidewall sits in, whether it's a 34 foot or 19 foot. And when it sits in there, it has to sit for 23 minutes to become permanent. And again, with the Asdel in there, with it already pinch rolled to the Phylon exterior, it becomes a permanent wall.
Fantastic. And we see a lot of manufacturers do one way or the other with the wall, and that's very common.
Right.
But then you guys take it one step further by going to the roof.
Right. We vacuum bond the roof, we vacuum bond the floor. We're a complete aluminum cage all the way around, and something a little different about us, because we take so much weight out with the Asdel, we also frame around all our baggage doors, we frame around all our windows with the welded aluminum framing. So again, incredible strength with the product. Nothing else like it for what it is.
No, there really isn't. Now, one of the things that when I first saw it, I said, that's really, I don't know if I love that, but the longer I've got it out, the happier I am with it.
Yeah.
Your spare tire.
Yeah, spare tire.
Yeah, there's none hanging off the back, but why?
Well, again, one of the things that we did when we moved our spare tire to the front is we eliminated bumper drag, because what happens is as any spare tire on any bumper, it's not the weight of it, it's the bending of it as that thing goes down the road. So we built a better mousetrap and put it up front.
Yeah.
Just makes a lot of sense.
And whenever I explain why you want to go to an RV TV bracket, the way I explain it to customers, if I ask you to hold me a 5-pound weight dead center of your chest, you're not going to love me, but you're not going to hate me. I'd ask you to do the same thing doing fourth gear through the cornfield on the back of a hay wagon. You're probably not going to like me too much, and that's what we're asking that spare tire to do, hang it off the back.
Exactly.
And especially with your product being that lightweight SUV market, man, not having that additional racking off the back, they do tow smoother with that front and center where the weight bars can absorb the weight.
Absolutely. One of the things that we know at Apex is that a lot of people will go long distances in a trailer if it's lighter. And we have a lot of people that travel cross country in Apexes, and little things like the spare tire, little things like the strength of the sidewall, and the fact that we're now using a roof called Crossflex, which is a PVC roof. Little things like that, when you all add them up, it's a better product.
And I 100% agree with that. Whenever we're talking about what makes the one trailer great, rep will come in and go, we want to be like this brand. What are they doing that's so great? It's like, go ahead and get a notebook out and we're going to fill it up, because it's not one particular thing. You can't go, well, if you move your spare tire to the front A-frame, that'll be great and that'll solve all your problems, right, and everything just comes together. It's these little things throughout. And one of the things that we laugh about is, as fast as we can get an Apex in, we pretty much have it sold.
Right.
But our problem is getting them in, which I actually love. You're not releasing junk to us. Right. The quality control you guys go through, the product that we get whenever it's on the lot, we could almost turn and give it right over to a customer, but we still go through, we still do our full PDI on that, and maybe we'll do a video on that one day too.
Sure.
But no, I mean, you guys deliver a fantastic product. Now, one thing we were talking about that I was busting your chops a little bit, and you clarified it. I thought the Coleman camp stove, I was like, why don't you guys just hardwire that thing? And just give me a full plumbing hookup like there's some other brands that do the, quick connects.
Right. Well, a lot of manufacturers will hook one up. In fact, some of them are now hooking them up to the actual sidewall. Mm-hmm. When I see that, it scares me. Because if you cook that close to fiberglass, you have the absolute ability to burn the thing up. Our grill is portable. You can cook anywhere on it. It uses the canister, which is a high pressure canister, and that gives you a long life, but at the same time, you're not that close to the trailer. Now you'll notice with our swing arm or our slide rail, when you pull it out, it's an extra long slide rail. Yep. We want it as far from the camper as you can get it.
Yeah, but I can get that grease from underneath the
Absolutely.
door too. On top of the fact that with those high pressure canisters, I don't have to worry about the flame blowing out in the wind.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. And another thing is when you have a grill on the side, or when you even have it in the outside kitchen and it's not portable, you are introducing a lot of grease to the top as far as the door that opens. And you are looking at a long way for the gas to travel at low pressure.
Yeah. Plus, if my wife, gets mad at me at the campsite, I can take my stove and go cook somewhere else. No.
Yeah. Well, I always show people when we're showing the outside kitchen, I always automatically lift the grill and show them they can place it on a picnic table or wherever they want.
It really is, because in all joking, being able to take that stove with me. If I'm going to go tailgate at the beach for the day.
Absolutely.
If I'm going to go,
gives you those options.
Really
there are some people that will hook it up to gas, and it is an option that a dealer will do. We won't do it. We don't want you to cook that close to your trailer.
Yeah, we're not a big fan of that either. If possible, those portable stoves have been working great. They really have.
Yeah, it's a good little stove.
Yeah.
It's got
anything else you want to hit on real quick with your product versus everybody else out there, or just thank your boss for a raise? Anything?
Yeah, boss, I need more money. Back to the lamination thing. One thing that I didn't explain is that every manufacturer laminates in some way if it's not a metal-sided unit. Most will do pinch rolling or vacuum bonding. We do both. Our wall cost is about 40% more than any other trailer at Keystone or any other dealer. The cost of labor for it is the big difference in cost. But what we figured out, and most other manufacturers haven't, some are starting to, is that it's such a good technology. Humidity doesn't affect the wood. None of that stuff affects the wood, but using a pinch roll and vacuum bonding system is a lot higher cost, but the cost is worth it for the customer because you're looking at a trailer that, if they take care of it, should last 25, 30 years.
Absolutely. No, it's a fantastic product, and it's one of those that I love having here because I never cringe when a customer calls and goes, I'm only interested in an Apex, I've done my research. And it's a fantastic trailer. Guys, if you have any questions, comment down below. We will have you here for another day.
I will be here
but
today.
Probably by the time this video up, they'll be gone. If you guys follow us on Instagram, you'll be able to get those questions in a lot quicker to us. You'll be back.
I'll be back many times.
So comment down below. We'll have hopefully a round of questions next time you come in here from the users, and we'll try to get some answers to them.
Sure.
Guys, any questions, comment down below. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, or call us here at the dealership, 1-800-232-3279. Have a great day.
Thank you.